And I think we are live. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the latest episode of Grow with the Leap. Woo! Episode 3! For those who don't know me, I am Georgia. I'm a junior account manager here at the Leap, and today I am joined by our very own Buzz. And he is going to be telling us all about the importance of keyword research and digital marketing. Now, before I let him get into the topic, a little bit of housekeeping to set us off. If you've got any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section below and we will come back to you personally on them. And yeah, Buzz, take it away.
Thank you, Georgia. So for those who don't know, I'm Buzz Carter, obviously, the digital marketing manager here at The Leap. I've got about 10 years experience in digital marketing, mostly focusing on search engine marketing, so that's SEO and PPC. And a couple of weeks back, I did a Grow the Leap session talking about why SEO is important for recruitment firms. So this seemed like a natural transition if you're looking to do some SEO for your recruitment firm or even PPC. Keyword research is going to be one of the first things you want to look at. So without further ado, I've made a lovely little presentation.
Exciting.
Crack on with that.
Absolutely.
Brilliant.
There we go.
Lovely. So the case for keyword research and how it can help your recruitment firm. First, you might be saying to yourself, Buzz, what on earth is keyword research? Well, it's exactly what it sounds like on the tin. It's researching different keywords and search phrases that users, potential leads, potential clients are looking for on search engines like Google and Bing to find information, commission services, and so on.
I'd love to know how, sorry to interrupt, I'd love to know how many people are still using Bing. I've not heard that in a while.
Well, it's a complicated one. So Bing has always been bigger in America. Even then, typically less than 10% of users use Bing.
Interesting.
Recently, though, it has had a bit of an uptick. Just Google's had a few issues with their algorithm recently that have sort of turned a few people off. So Bing is having a bit of resurgence.
Oh, I love that. First Bing, next MySpace. We'll all be back.
Yeah, and just on Bing, another one. Lots of government employees will use Bing purely because on government computers, lots of times they've got their what browsers and software they can use is sort of hardwired onto the computer, and it's a bit tricky to get permission to download anything or use anything that's not in the government handbook.
Join the Google Chrome club.
Yeah, that's always the first thing I do. New laptop, open up Internet Explorer, download Google Chrome.
Straight away. Absolutely. Sorry for interrupting. Carry on.
No worries. That's an excellent question. So, keyword research. What on earth is it? It's researching the different terms, phrases people were Googling, Binging, and maybe even Yahooing. Who knows?
Oh my god.
So, why is keyword research important for recruitment firms? Well, there's many different reasons, both from a marketing perspective and a business perspective. So, quickly, the marketing case for keyword research and why you should do it is one, it's essential for SEO, PPC, search engine marketing in general, because you're going to need to know where to target your efforts. What keywords to aim to rank for in SEO, what keywords to bid on for PPC. You can discover the intent behind specific searches. So some searches will be users looking for information. Some searches will be users looking to sort of make a purchase, commission some services. Thirdly, identifying areas of high and low competition. So with keyword research data, you can see how many people are trying to rank or have their PPC ads shown for a keyword. And you can sort of weigh up higher volume with higher competition versus targeting some lower volume keywords that have got less competition around them. And the fourth marketing reason I'd put to you is informing your content creation efforts. So that if you see a question, for example, looking from a sales recruiter's perspective, how to build a sales team, If you see lots of people are searching for that on Google, for instance, you can then go to your content team, say we need to create some content around recruiting a sales team, building a sales team, and hopefully your content should show for that term, allowing you to sort of provide some value to these users looking for information.
Mm-hmm.
Then the business case. So a few reasons from business perspective. One, aligning your terminology with potential clients. In business, it's very easy to sort of come up with a snazzy new phrase that you like and sounds really cool. But if that's not what potential clients, potential leads searching for on Google, you're not going to be found when they're looking for those services, which can sort of give a bit of give and take between being where the demand is and having that sort of unique terminology that can set you apart from different brands.
Mm-hmm.
Two, gauge demand for new products and services, again, just by looking at keyword research data for, say, you're looking to put out a RPO service. You can look for the keywords, see how much demand there is for that, see how many people are searching for RPO agency or embedded recruitment agency, and sort of inform whether you make that a new product or service for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Three, allow your business to solve common pain points. So looking at keyword research data, if you find there are lots of people searching for issues around XYZ or struggling to recruit salespeople, you can then craft your business to those common problems and pain points to sort of provide some value to your leads before they've even interacted with you. And fourthly, discover what drives success for your competitors. So by looking at your competitors' keyword data, you can see what areas they're having success in online, what areas they're not having so much success in, and you can use that to inform what you do in your business going forwards.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm sure I've sold you all on the magical activity that's keyword research, and you're going to be shouting at your computer screen, how exactly do I do
Keyword research.
how on earth do I do keyword research? Yeah. I'm going to show you that. We're going to do a bit of a live show and tell.
A live demonstration. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So we'll be using one of my favorite tools, which is SEMrush. So that's an SEO tool, or it can be used for PPC as well, but I've always used it primarily for SEO. And
Yeah.
you can do a whole host of things in it. And one of the many things you can do is keyword research. So if you just give me one quick second to just pull SEMrush up, I'll be able to do
People who watched our last episode will remember SEMrush and the debate on whether it's SEMrush or SEMrush. And
Yes.
since I've been influxed with YouTube adverts that all say SEMrush, so I feel like we've come to a conclusion for those keen viewers who were wanting the answer.
Yeah, you say that. I used to know someone who worked at SEMrush who vehemently insisted to me that it was SEMrush.
Interesting. Oh god,
yeah.
so we're stuck in a GIF situation.
Oh
no. What are we going to do?
Yeah. Personally, for me, if you're interested, viewers, it's GIF. You don't say graphics, it's graphics. So you should be able to see my screen open on SEMrush.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay, so this is SEMrush's keyword overview tool. You see SEMrush here, and you can find it in the keyword research module. Now, it's really simple. This is for when you're looking at data on specific keywords. You just type your keywords in here, press the search button. You can enter your own website to get some more personalized data, select what country you want the information from. I think there's well over 150 different countries to pick from. And to make things a tad more interesting, you could also set it to local search. So say if you're in London or want to see what the keyword research is for searches in London, you can do that as well. But today we'll keep it top level and stick with the UK. So why don't we look for, as I've said it so many times this afternoon already, sales recruiters. So I've put that in, and in a few seconds, here we go. SEMrush has provided me with this information on the term sales recruiters. So I'll just do a quick run through the sort of headline things you'd be looking at. One is the search volume in the UK. Search volume is how many times this keyword is searched on Google or Bing every month. So that's 170 people a month are looking for sales recruiters in the UK. Right next to it, you can see the global volume, which is worldwide. So you can see, obviously, in the US, 880 people are Googling sales recruiters, in the Netherlands, 260, and the UK sitting there happy in third place with 170. Then we've got the keyword difficulty ranking, which on SEMrush is done as a percentage, with 0 being really easy to rank for with SEO, 100% being nigh on impossible. So you can see for this keyword, it's 34%, which is possible, will be a bit of a challenge, but nevertheless, it's something that should be achievable with a little bit of elbow grease and some investment into SEO.
What's the ideal difficulty if you were looking to kind of get started on keyword research for your key terms? Are you looking for something that's 5%, 20%, 40%? Is there not a cookie cutter answer?
There's not a hard and fast answer. It will depend, obviously, industry by industry, sector by sector. So ideal world, you'd want the keywords you're targeting very early on in a campaign to be the lower end of the difficulty. And those are usually what we call long tail keywords. So rather than sales recruiters, it would be sales recruiters in London who can supply me a senior salesman. For instance,
so the more
longer, less people would be searching for that, but in turn the competition would be lower. So sometimes it is easier to go for those smaller terms with less competition, but the bigger a term is, usually the difficulty will go along with that. Just thinking something like sales recruiters, every single sales recruiter that's doing SEO is going to say, we want to be number one for sales recruiters. So that ratchets up the difficulty as there's a sort of bit of an arm race between all the different agencies there. Okay. And then we can also see the intent. So this is a transactional keyword. So if someone's Googling sales recruiters, more often than not, they're ready to commission a recruitment agency to help them find a salesperson. There's also navigational intent, which is where people are looking for a specific site or a specific page or brand. Commercial, which is sort of further up the sales funnel than transactional. And informational, which would be the sort of absolute top of the funnel searches. So that's sort of people looking for information on a service rather than sort of being prepared to be sold to, if that makes sense. Just apologies. So as well as that, we've also got some PPC data. So this is the cost per click. SEMrush is an American company, so it's all done in dollars. But so if you were to do PPC for this term, pay per click, you'd be expecting to pay around about $1.41 for a listing on the adverts for the search results for sales recruiters. So good to keep an eye on that. You might find sometimes you get one that's rather cheap because no one's really bidding on it. So it's always good to have a look at that, even if you're not really thinking too hard about doing PPC at any given time. Then if we scroll down, we've got a couple of different reports. So we've got keyword variations, which is a report on all different variations of the keyword I'm searching for. So I can see right off the bat, we've got sales recruitment agency, which is a tad less competitive, but much more search behind it. 1,000 search versus 170. So you might already think while you're doing this search, I found a keyword that I can target. It's less competitive, more volume behind it. We'll dive a bit into this full report in a second, but I'd also just like to show you the questions. So these are frequently searched questions around your term. So how to recruit a sales team, how to recruit salespeople, how to recruit salesperson. These are all sort of questions that are frequently Googled or Binged that you can use to inform the content on your website and sort of feeding into what I mentioned earlier about fixing common pain points. You can find questions like this. You can make content that solves that problem for a potential customer. And then down here at the bottom, we've got the search results. So this is Google search results. So we can see for this term, aaronwallace.co.uk, salesrec.co.uk, and we are Aspire, all the big players for this search term. So you can then sort of investigate them further, which we'll cover off in a couple of minutes. But let's have a look at keywords variation report I mentioned just a little while back. And here we go. So just give it a second for SEMrush to load. I'm sure it's got a bit of stage fright. So here we go. So now we've got a list of 4,400 different keywords that all relate to the term sales recruiters. So in here, we can see the specific keywords, the intent behind the keywords, the amount of searches the keywords get, the keyword difficulty, the cost per click, and search features. Don't really need to worry about search features at the moment. That's more of an advanced SEO thing. So for now, we'll just focus on the keyword, the intent, the volume, and the difficulty. So looking at this, we can add some keywords to a little list that we can download. So let's just say I want the transactional keywords. So like sales agent recruitment, sales recruitment, recruitment agencies and sale, sales recruitment agencies, sales recruitment company. Just go through and build a list of all these keywords and variations that you're going to want to target in your SEO or PPC. And then that's really the basis of this sort of individual keyword level research. Just looking through, finding keywords like services and software sales recruiters that you think apply to your brand, that you can mix into your digital marketing strategy, into your content creation strategy, and that should help bolster your rankings on Google or help you inform what areas you target on PPC.
Yeah, okay.
Cross.
And so once you've done that, how do you actually go about utilizing that into the two perspectives, like the marketing and business perspectives, I think you said?
Yeah, so that will be back to, oh, crikey. Back to the presentation. Very Blue Peter, here's an answer to that question I made earlier.
Here's what I prepared earlier.
Yeah. So just as George said, how do you utilize keyword research for your firm? So from the business perspective, let's play a little mind game here. If you were in my last session, you'll remember my fantastic, not at all real recruitment company, Buzz Recruitment Co. It's
the top billing recruitment company.
Yeah, very close to my heart. I'm in this business for the passion of it, for the love of the game. Buzz Recruitment Co. is in my heart. So first off, as I mentioned earlier, ensuring your terminology aligns with your customers. So let's say Buzz Recruitment Co. specializes in RPO, but we wanted to be a bit unique and call it outsourced recruitment services. And that sounds like an excellent idea until I do a little bit of keyword research and find that absolutely no one in the United Kingdom is searching for outsourced recruitment service. So while I've got a unique service name that I can sort of tout out and sound a bit different from the competition, it's not really going to be any use to my business because all the people looking for this service aren't looking for it under this name.
Yeah.
Whereas
Okay.
if we look at the proper name, recruitment process outsourcing, we can see that 320 people a month in the UK are searching for it, almost 7,000 people worldwide searching for recruitment process outsourcing. So I know as a business, it would probably be more profitable, more sensible to align my terminology for this service with the generally accepted terminology, which is recruitment process outsourcing.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
Another one, going back to my earlier points, gauging demand for new products and services to offer clients. Buzz Recruitment Co. has sort of grown now that we've changed the service name to Recruitment Process Outsourcing. We've got clients coming out the wazoo, and we're looking to expand with a new service. I've got one consultant with a background in diverse hiring and another with a background in graduate hiring. And they both say you should add this service as a new service to the company. With a bit of keyword research, I can gauge the demand. So here, diverse recruitment, I can see in the UK, that's Googled about 170 times a month. So just for simplicity's sake, let's just say every month, 170 people are looking for a diverse recruiter. But graduate recruitment is 590. So that's much more people are searching for that. There's a lot more demand around that term. So I might think to myself, graduate recruitment's clearly got more volume behind it. This may be the best way to proceed. But we get back to the conundrum with the keyword difficulty. For graduate recruitment, it's obviously 57, which is quite difficult. Diverse recruitment, 32, which is a lot easier to achieve. So I'd have to have some business discussions with the team and work out what would provide the best ROI. So aiming for this diverse recruitment service, which is lower volume but more achievable to bring clients through to the website, or the graduate recruitment service, which has more demand behind it, but will be very hard for me to get on that page one of Google, where I can really start bringing in leads and potential clients into the business. And then from the marketing perspective, informing my brand's content creation. So again, Buzz Recruitment Co., we specialize in RPO, and we're looking to create some content which will be helpful to our leads, helpful to our clients, and sort of people who are at the top of our sales funnel. So doing the search for recruitment process outsourcing on SEMrush, I can see the questions here. So what is recruitment process outsourcing? What does recruitment process outsourcing work? And I can look at these questions, look at the search volume behind them, and create content based around these searches on my website to attract traffic. When people Google those terms, they'll be likely to sort of stumble across my article. And that's really helpful for building that top of the funnel audience, which we can then work on converting to MQLs and SQLs down the line.
Yeah, okay.
As well as identifying low competition keywords to target. So we're looking to drive some SEO and some PPC, but I've got a very limited budget. So I need to find some low competition terms and phrases. So again, looking at RPO, I can see across the board rather competitive, but there are a few areas where the competition isn't quite as high. RPO, obviously, 59%. That's going to be very hard for me to achieve on a limited budget. But things like what is an RPO? That's 22% keyword difficulty, so that'd be much easier relatively. RPO recruitment meaning. So these two I can build sort of top of the funnel content around SEO wise, and then on PPC I can see the sort of lower cost per click ones and sort of use that information to go, well, we can't target recruitment process outsourcing, for instance, because every click's going to cost us £6.50. But we could do RPO recruitment where every click would only cost us £4.10.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
Brilliant. And so that was just very brief, very quick introduction to keyword research, how you do keyword research using SEMrush, and a few of the use cases for that information once you've collected it. That's obviously still scraping the surface. Georgia knows, especially all the wonderful things you can do with keyword research. After all, she's made some excellent keyword maps for our clients, which is where you sort of line up each page of your website with the different keywords. She's an absolute whiz at it. But yeah, this is a nice introduction to sort of how you can do keyword research for your business, what the benefits are, and what the potential use cases would be with this data.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for that, Buzz. I feel like I learned so much, let alone the people at home who are watching. Thank you so much for joining us. And don't forget to join us in the coming weeks for another episode of Grow with the Leap. Bye.
Brilliant. Bye-bye.